I didn't realize I was avoiding my own growth until a giant lizard showed up in my house today. And the way it was hiding, frozen, overwhelmed, trying not to be seen, that was me. There's something I've noticed about human beings. Most people don't actually hate change. They hate what it requires to change, because real progress asks for something from you. It asks for discomfort. It asks for uncertainty. It asks for consistency when motivation disappears. It asks for you to become unfamiliar with yourself. And that's the part that nobody really talks about. We say we want healing until accountability is required. We say we want peace until boundaries are required. We say we want connection until connection requires vulnerability. We say we want a different life, but still protect the habits, identities, coping mechanisms, routines, relationships, and distractions that keep us exactly where we are. And I don't even say this from a place of judgment. I'm guilty too. I think modern humans are deeply overwhelmed. Most people are mentally exhausted, emotionally overstimulated, constantly distracted, running on survival mode. And survival mode makes comfort feel safer than growth. So instead of changing our lives, we scroll. We procrastinate ourselves. We overthink. We wait for motivation. We wait for certainty. We wait for permission. We wait for someone to save us from becoming the versions of ourselves that we already know we need to become. And slowly, avoidance becomes identity. And that's the scary part, because after a while, people stop saying, I'm struggling, and start saying, this is just who I am. But sometimes it's not who you are. Sometimes it's just who you became while avoiding fear. And fear is a sneaky little guy. Sometimes fear looks like perfectionism. Sometimes it looks like staying busy. Sometimes it looks like pretending you don't care. Sometimes it's calling yourself lazy when you're really just terrified. And today, I had a moment that made all of this hit me in a different way. I found a huge alligator lizard in my house. No joke. Biggest one I've ever seen. And to my surprise, it wasn't running around causing chaos. It was hiding, frozen, trying not to be seen, just trying to survive. My cat cornered it, and the only thing that saved him was the fact that I noticed he was acting funny. And when I picked that lizard up, something clicked, because I realized I've been doing the same thing to myself. Hiding, freezing, trying to stay small, trying not to be seen, trying to survive in an old version of myself that I've already outgrown. And the even wildest part, I literally wrote a video today about avoiding your own growth, about not hiding from discomfort when becoming who you're supposed to be. And then life handed me a physical metaphor of the exact same thing I was trying to talk to you guys about. That lizard wasn't weak. It wasn't broken. It wasn't incapable. It was just overwhelmed in an environment that it didn't understand. And that's most of us. We're not stuck. We're overwhelmed. We're not incapable. We're scared. We're not broken. We're dysregulated. And we're not failing. We're avoiding. And maybe that's the real conversation we need to have. Not, why am I not successful? But what am I protecting that's preventing me from growing? Because every version of your future is going to require you losing something. Comfort, old identities, certain people, predictability, excuses, ego, avoidance. And that loss feels threatening to the nervous system, especially if you grew up in chaos, criticism, instability, fear, or survival mode. So yes, people need more compassion for themselves. But my favorite one is, they also need more honesty. That little saying, you're only lying to yourself, that's true. Because healing isn't just learning to be gentle with yourself. It's also learning when you're standing in your own way. And honestly, I think a lot of us already know exactly what we need to do. We're just waiting to feel emotionally safe enough to do it. But confidence usually comes with action, not before. And maybe progress isn't about becoming fearless. Maybe it's finally becoming tired of abandoning yourself. And today, holding that lizard, I realized something. I'm done hiding from my own growth. And maybe you are too. This is the Introverted Coach, guiding you home. I love you all. Stay golden. And I'll see you in the next one.